You know, I think my relationship with my mama used to be a big part of my anger until I told myself, like, it's just certain shit you can't fix. Like, certain people you're not gonna just bond with in a way that you expect or the way that you desire. Basically, just long for and just hope for. So I started loving my mom from a distance. Like, today, I never like speak to her again. Like, we'll never talk again. I know this for a fact. But I love her. Like, I care.
Mm-hmm.
I hope she know that too. I want her to know that.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't got nothing to do with no dollar. Uh, it ain't even got nothing to do with my trauma no more. Or something that I was supposedly angry about.
Now check this out. There are some arguments you have with your friends, arguments you might have with your spouse, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the hell it is you got. Then there's the kind of arguments where your entire family gets involved. And somehow millions of strangers on the internet becomes the judges. We've seen that a lot. Don't put your business out there. Because when you're NBA young boy, even family problems don't stay in the family. But here's the interesting part. The internet keeps talking about a supposed beef between young boy and his mother, Sherhonda. The problem, the actual story is a lot more complicated. Because before the money, before the fame, before the millions of views, there was just a mother and a kid from Baton Rouge trying to survive, basically. Kentrell Golden grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. His childhood wasn't exactly the picture of stability. Most childhood in Baton Rouge. I don't think that was like a place where you could say, oh, a bunch of wealthy kids came from. So his childhood wasn't exactly the picture of stability, basically. His father was sentenced to decades in prison when Kentrell was young. And after his grandmother died, YB life became interestingly unstable. He eventually turned towards music. And music didn't just become an escape, it became the plan. Interestingly enough, his mother Sherhonda was involved with music herself. YB has spoken about being around recording sessions when he was younger. So the story isn't simply mom didn't understand a rapper. She was around the culture, she knew the environment, and she watched her son go from a child to writing songs to one of the biggest rappers to come out of Baton Rouge. And then something happened that changed almost every family dynamic. It always happens. The kid became rich, not regular rich, not I got a nice job rich. I'm talking your entire family tree suddenly has financial opinions. Rich, that kind of rich where everybody got to say, you know what I mean? You don't know what to do. There's no guidance. No one before you had money, no one knows how to deal with money. And you just became responsible for this large sum of money. So children, relatives, friends, people from his past, and suddenly every relationship around him had another layer. Money, loyalty, expectations, boundaries. And that's where family relationships can get complicated. Because when your child becomes more financially powerful than you, the traditional parent-child relationship can completely change. You're still the mother, but your son is now the person everybody is looking towards.
Kentrell, you don't talk to me or you don't talk to your fucking kids. Quit playing on me on this internet. I let you lie on me too many motherfucking times. I wasn't down there when you did that video with that man. That man wasn't in your kitchen while I was in your kitchen. Quit playing on me, bro. I don't give a fuck if you don't never call me. Just stop lying on me, bro.
Boy, I done came across this bitch. Look, I done came across this bitch with my Iranian dat, nigga. Your pussy said you supposed to come to my defense and help me out, but you won't get on that bitch so I can come. Man, that retarded that lady know damn well nigga ain't say nothing about her wrong. All I said is I never talk to that lady again. She go on that bitch flash and talking about don't lie on me and this and that. Then, bro, you watch. She say she was right there while we did the interview. Man, this lady is fucking mentally ill. But just like me though, she ain't never been a fucking career day in her life. You dumbass nigga, you watching this shit.
Yeah.
You literally watching. What the fuck is man? Stop playing me, man. Tell man say, main story. Look, I ain't gonna even do it. Hey, just leave it alone. And it ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right, son. It ain't right, bro. But everybody want to respond to me. Then, nothing, nothing. Now I can't go back to sleep fucking with you. Nigga ain't say nothing. What's wrong about this stupid ass hoe?
I know you didn't say nothing wrong about her. You didn't say nothing?
Nah, real talk, nigga ain't say nothing wrong about this stupid ass hoe.
And she
All I said, I never talk to this bitch again. She come on that bitch talking about my kids. What the fuck my kids got to do with anything, you dumb ass hoe? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Then this bitch gonna say she was right there while we did the interview. Bitch, you ain't never been a career day in your life. A lot of people don't even know my relationship with this behind the scene, this stupid ass hoe spit in my grandma's face. This stupid ass bitch done spit in my face before. Nigga ain't got no love for that hoe. I don't get no fuck. Then a lot of niggas gonna get on this bitch and say, oh, when I see him, I'm gonna beat his ass by what he said about his mom. Boy, I will kill your stupid ass. You better ask her. You better ask her, man, I'll kill your stupid ass. You better mind your motherfucking business. Then X got me so mad, he gonna post that stupid ass shit. You dumbass nigga. Bro, y'all you had to do it. Call me and I can tell you, brother, lady never been a career day in her life. Can't you see she attention seeking? Man, y'all better leave me the fuck alone. That's what the fuck y'all better do, nigga.
And then came social media, the greatest invention ever created for turning private disagreements into public entertainment. Someone posts something, someone responds, somebody screenshots it, a fan page reposts it, a blogger gives their opinion, and 5 minutes later, everybody knows what happened. And you know what's crazy? No one really knows what actually happened. No one has proof. No one was there. Sometimes you might get a video evidence, but no one has proof, right? That's the problem with the YB and Sherhonda story. There have been public moments involving Sherhonda and YB's family. There have been disagreements surrounding people close to them. And there have been moments where his mother has publicly defended him. But that's different from proving that YB and his mother are currently in some major confirmed feud. Like, you know, I know people who got issues with their moms. They still love them. They just don't talk to them. It'd be like that. In fact, in December 2025, Sherhonda appeared on the Still 400 podcast with Manny Fresh and Juvenile and talked about raising YB, his career, and their family.
Kid was YoungBoy growing up.
He was a little boy. He was a boy. Like all of his friends was always older.
He wasn't bad.
Like,
he wasn't like.
No, that's what I'm saying. All of his friends was almost always older, so he learned like fast. Like like one time this lady she called the police because she's like, your son stole my dog. And I was like, Contrell, did you steal a lady dog? He was like, I ain't steal a lady dog. The police questioned him and stuff, and he was like, I ain't nobody steal her dog, all this and that. So the police, they left or whatever, and he was like, yeah, I was gonna give your dog back, bitch. I was like, you stole a lady dog. Cause even with my baby did your song over. The Blackest Hat, that. He did that. And Fina was with him when we went out there and watched when they filmed it and stuff. And it's like a lot of stuff that my baby do, I'm so serious. A lot of stuff that he do, it really reminds me of the Hot Boys and, Boosie. And cause I really watched the Hot Boys and I watched Boosie, and I never could imagine my child doing,
Well, when he did, what's your favorite YoungBoy's record?
My favorite song is Heart and Soul. But I like About My Business because I'm on that one. But Heart and Soul, that's the one.
All
That's-
right.
Yeah.
I ain't
Because
gonna
it
lie, I
really
like
made me
that
feel
one
like
too.
he was growing up. And that's the thing too. Like my baby, he had his babies early or whatever. So
The conversation was presented around family unity rather than an ongoing mother son war. So, why does the internet keep seeing beef? Because with YB, family drama and public drama often overlap. And there's another layer. YB has a very large family of his own. That means Sherhonda isn't just YB's mom. She's also a grandmother dealing with a bunch of other bad kids like YB. I don't know if he was a bad kid. I'm just saying, man, music hit. Music be hitting. Yeah. And when relationships between YB and the mothers of his children become public, Sharona can end up in the middle of it, basically. We've already seen this happen in March 2026. YB became involved in a public dispute with Arcola, the mother of one of his children. The argument spilled across social media, and Sharonda eventually defended her son and made it clear that her grandchildren were welcome in her home. And this is where things get interesting because from the outside, people see a mother defending a son, but from other perspectives, you have a grandmother trying to protect her relationship with her grandchildren. And somewhere in the middle, there's YB. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes the internet wants a villain. Mom versus son, old generation versus new generation, parent versus millionaire. But real families don't work like that. Like movie scripts, like it's not written. People can love each other and still disagree. They can argue and still protect one another. They can stop talking and eventually talk. That happens a lot. And sometimes they don't want millions of people like in their business, analyzing every conversation. And a lot of the times it's their fault. They be looking for it. You posting shit on the internet, you looking for problems. That's especially true when the child is one of the most scrutinized rappers in America. YB's entire career has been built around turning pain into music. His childhood, his relationship, his losses, his anger, his paranoia, his success, his drug addiction. I mean, his everything about him so naturally. Fans want to understand what happens behind the music, but understanding somebody's music doesn't mean we understand their family. Maybe the real story isn't YB hates his mom. Maybe it isn't mom hates YB. Maybe the real story is much simpler. A mother watched her son grow up under circumstances most people couldn't imagine. That son became famous before he was fully prepared for the fame. He wasn't developing. That was a grown man. That nigga was having babies. Whatever. Anyway, money changed the family. Fame changed the family. Social media changed the family. And now every disagreement can be content, basically. Every post becomes evidence. Every silence becomes a rumor. Gotta watch what you do when you become a media personality, man. You gotta be quiet. You gotta shut shit down. When you become famous, you gotta understand they gonna come after you. You're gonna be tested. That's like getting in a relationship with a badass, like a dude getting in a relationship with a bad chick, right? And she has a lot of options. There's some weird male and female dynamic where she tries to test you with things to see if you can hold up to the guys the other guys who potentially trying to get her hand or trying to, you know what I mean, in whatever way you want to put that. So you got to be ready because you can't get depressed. The shit happens. You get depressed, do whatever the fuck you want, but you can't get mad. You're inviting these things. That's comes with the territory. You know what I mean? Because here is something the internet forgets. Behind every viral post, there are real people. Behind every headline, there's a family. And behind NBA young boy, there's still Kentrell, the kid from Baton Rouge, the son of Sherhonda, before the millions, before the fame, before Never Broke Again. There was a mother and a son. And maybe that's not, that's why the story is so interesting, because sometimes the biggest beef isn't between two rappers, it's between who you were, who you became, and the people who knew you before everyone else did. That's why we normally block all the people from, like, if we move to a place, we might end up blocking the people who we don't want to see our new life. Is some weird shit.
What you gonna do about the girls not loving?
I don't want it like this.
Who? No, don't say it.
I'm Monique, my mama, but Lord knows I need Sherhonda.